Well, hello, welcome to week 5 of the 75 hard challenge. I just finished editing week 3. I'm so behind. I've got so much catching up to do. Definitely when school starts, it'll be a little easier for me to get into a nice rhythm, but I'm gonna update you guys really quick. I'll be popping up pictures. Today is Tuesday, FYI. We are on day 30. But I'm gonna go back and go over yesterday with you guys, which was Monday, day 29, the start of week 5. But I filmed the ending of week 4. Oh my gosh, I really have to catch up so I'm not backtracking. But yesterday morning I filmed the end of week 4 because over the weekends it's hard for me to pick up the camera just because we're doing so many things, and especially this past weekend we had a lot going on. We were in and out. The kids were at my parents'. Mark and I were trying to just get all of these things checked off our to-do list. So anyway, I had fully intended on starting the next week with you guys and I did not, but I will pop up pictures. So I officially am in Wonderland, which feels so good. I was in Wonderland last year, but it was before the holidays for sure. Definitely just got off track after summer. When school started, the scale just started going up and up and up and up and up. And that's when I was like, okay, Mark and I have to do something to where it's a little bit more severe. Welcome the 75 hard challenge. So I am so excited to see this scale reflecting our hard work these past 4 weeks. So that was awesome. I read with my buddies, my 2 doggos on the couch. So again, just popping up pictures. And then I took my progress pic. I wore this little workout dress thingy because I'm trying out different outfits on what I want to wear. We are going to Universal in November. So I saw this on all the little Disney, even though Disney is not Universal, it's totally different. But I follow a couple Disney vlogs, or not vlogs, blogs. And this outfit was recommended. So I wanted to give it a try, with just hanging out during the day, walking and all the things. So I was pleasantly surprised. It was very, very comfortable. Anyway, that's what I'm wearing. I did an indoor walk, which was much needed. Even today, my body is so sore, and I have not yet exercised today, and it's lunchtime. So I do need to decide what I'm doing today, but my body's so sore. I'll probably just do the walking pad again. So I got that done. I had leftovers for a lunch yesterday, which was the Korean beef over rice with some cucumbers and carrots. And then I also had a little snack yesterday of yogurt and granola. I've been loving that. And then, oh my gosh, I made the most delicious French toast casserole, or bake, I think it's called, from Macro Friendly Foods. It's Bananas Foster, and it was so good. That is actually what I am about to make myself for lunch today. So I'll pop up that picture. I had it with some sausage links. However, all the sausage links are gone. The whole family ate them up. So I'm just gonna have, maybe I'll add some extra fruit or something just to get more fiber in. I don't know, we'll see, but I'll show you guys what I end up having for lunch. And then of course, Mark and I did our nightly walk, and we actually were making such good time that we almost decided, if you guys watched week 4, at the end I was talking about a certain spot that we're looking forward to walking a little further and going further. We almost decided to do that because we were so close. We could see the end in sight, and we were just no, I just want to turn around and go back because it was a little later than we typically go for our walk. And Bryce was having a friend come over, so we were no, we got to get back home. So anyway, we did not go all the way, but we did go a little further than normal. So that catches you up with what happened yesterday for 75 hard. I definitely got all the things checked off, which was nice. This morning, I'll pop up my scale picture, which is not You do not have to weigh yourself daily. I just like seeing and learning all the fluctuations with my body. If you are not friends with the scale, do not weigh yourself daily, because it could really get in your head. Like that one day, it got in my head for a good hour, and then I was like, no, I know why it's up. Like, don't let it get to you. So I have a pretty good relationship. I know what to expect. But I think I just got a random text, like a wrong number text. I don't know. Anyway, when I weighed myself this morning, I was glad to see it, you know, continue, because once you're in Wonderland, you don't want to see it go back up. You know what I mean? Which the scale fluctuates like we just talked about. But I was glad to see that it was, you know, down a little bit. So that was nice. Hopefully I don't see 200s again. Like, I stay in Wonderland, but pop up what I'm wearing today. And I'm doing like a fresh look. The only thing I have on is mascara, because I had my yearly checkup with my doctor. I had my gyno and mammogram last month. This month is all the blood work and everything. So I had that checkup, so I'll just wait for the blood results, but that checkup was good. And then I had to go in fasting. So I did not even have my coffee or anything until about, what time does it say on 10 o'clock? 10:18 is when I snapped the picture, but I was probably like starting making it and all of that at 10. So I've had my coffee, I've done my reading, and I am waiting for week 3 to finish like exporting onto YouTube. I've started some of the back end stuff, like making the thumbnail and everything, but I'll officially post that after lunch. So I'm about to make my lunch. I will go ahead and pop up the picture here so I don't have to pick you guys back up, but I am going to have leftovers from dinner last night, because everybody ate it, which was awesome. Most of the times when I make breakfast food, like, we all love breakfast food, so there's a little bit left, maybe 2 servings, if that, of the French toast bake. So I'm gonna have that for lunch today, and I will pop up my picture of everything that I put on it. But then I will catch up with you guys in a little bit after I decide what I'm gonna do for my first workout of the day. Okay, I did do 45 minutes, but I walked in place for 5 minutes because I accidentally turned this thing off. So, oh, has it been too long? It's not even gonna show me my stuff. Yeah, it's not even showing me. But I went a little faster. I'll pop up my watch stats, but I went a little bit faster today. I was kind of feeling it. So I did 2.5 for the beginning, and then up until I think at 28 minutes, I switched it to 2.8 until 40 minutes, when I meant to turn it to 3 to do the last 5 minutes at speed 3, and I accidentally pressed the power button. So I just stepped right here and walked in place with like high knees. So a little bit of a extra cardio hit in there for the last 5 minutes. So done with my first workout of the day. All right, for dinner tonight, I'm gonna stir this all up, but I made macro-friendly foods taco soup. Good thing I planned on making this ahead of time. I already had the ground beef out, because it's like, I say cool, it's still like 90 degrees, maybe 89. Maybe it's under 90 right now, I haven't checked, but we just had a thunderstorm come through, so it is significantly cooler than it was earlier, and it's nice and gloomy outside, and I'm like, that's when you want to make soup, you know? Even though you don't know that it's still kind of warm outside, that is soup weather, I tell you. So, doesn't look as pretty right now that I mixed everything up. But I put a little sour cream, sharp cheddar cheese, and then these little tortilla strips that I got from H-E-B. So this is dinner tonight. I don't have the light on, I have the fan. I know you guys can hear that since I just edited week 3. So I know you guys can hear the fan. I heard it in those clips where I was sitting on the couch, but it goes on full blast when I'm sitting here after a walk. It is so humid tonight. It had rained, thunderstorm, pretty heavy for about an hour. And so now it's like all muggy and nasty outside, but I will pop up the picture. I don't have my phone on me, of our walk stats. But got my walk done. I am finishing my water. I actually put probably about 12 ounces of water in here. I will show you guys sorry, I had to cut myself because Mark came out of the bedroom being dumb. But I'll show you guys my supplements tomorrow because I don't want to get up and show them to you guys right now. But I am not to my protein yet, so I'm not going to show you guys, this is how I'm ending Tuesday, day 30. But I am going to have a yogurt, the Trio coconut with granola in it, and then if I remember correctly, that puts me at 48 or 47 protein left. So I need to do better about that because there were several days where I was, you know, like over 120 and now it's like barely over 100. So I need to get better about that, but I am going to eat that so I make my protein goal. And then with eating that, I have 375 calories left for the day. So I'm still under that 2,000 mark. So that is ending out Tuesday, day 30. I will see you guys tomorrow for Wednesday, day 31. All right, happy Wednesday, day 31. You guys, I totally forgot to step on the scale this morning. I woke up, made my coffee, sat down, drank it, and then I was like, oh man. So I did step on the scale after I had my coffee. So obviously, yeah, it's up a little bit. So I will pop up the picture here, but that was with protein coffee in my tummy. So I'm just gonna put that out there. I am not ready yet for the day, so I've not taken a picture yet, but I already read my 10 pages. And I did the walking pad. My body is so sore. I have to make myself take a bath tonight, an Epsom salt bath. So I need to do that because my body is very sore. I went to grab the 15-pound dumbbells and I was like, nope. I probably could have, you know, just powered through it, but I told myself, nope, just do the walking pad. I did do a little faster than normal, so that was good, but I have to do some kind of other workout tomorrow. I cannot do the walking pad 3 days in a row. So I've got to do a different workout tomorrow. But now I am going in with the first meal of the day, and I'm having the last little bit. My whipped cream is melting here, but I'm going in with the last of the Bananas Foster French toast. I have some strawberries on the side, a little bit of syrup on top. Today is all about leftovers. We've got 3 different meals. Well, now just 2 meals because I'm having the last of this, but 2 meals that I'm going to pull out for dinner time. So I'm not quite sure. I think I'm going to have the taco soup again. So I'll probably eat the same as I did yesterday. But I'm also taking the girls out because they have a birthday party and they just let me know last night. And I was like, yo, we totally could have done that shopping yesterday when I was already out. But so anyway, we're going to be going back out. I already put a Starbucks in my macro. So I'm hoping we go to Target because that's the closest Starbucks to me. We shall see. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and eat my first meal of the day and then get ready. Okay, done with my errands out of the house. And now I'm having my snack. I did have my Starbucks drink. I did not take a picture of it, but it's the same thing I get every single time. An iced caramel macchiato. But now I'm having, since I need a little bit more protein, I'm having yogurt and granola. Okay, dinner time. Like I said, I pulled out all the leftovers. I am having the taco soup that I made last night with one change. So last night I put some sour cream in it, and today I am putting one of the avocado cups. We have still several in the fridge and I want to make sure we eat them before they expire. So I've got an avocado cup in here. I'm just going to mix everything together. A 1/4 cup of sharp cheddar cheese and then some of the tortilla little strips. So I'm going to mix all of this together and this is going to be my dinner tonight. End of the night. I'm going to be able to check everything off as soon as I finish this water while taking the supplements that I take. I will pop up a picture of our walk. We just walked in the door a couple minutes ago. So that's how we did. We've been going later than normal here lately, but that's because it cools off a little bit. It's like still feels like 100 outside, high 90s at, you know, 7:30. So we've been like inching closer to 8 when the sun starts to dip down a little bit more, and it's much cooler. So and by much cooler I mean like in the 90s, so it's still warm but not hot, you know what I mean? So anyway, I've got my last 8 ounces. I just filled that up, and this is what I'm taking. I'm still waiting. I had my annual doctor's appointment, and you know, she knows what I take. I take the B12 because I'm low in B12, and the other ones are just good to take. So depending on when I get my blood test results, you know, who knows if anything will change. I'll add, I'll take away, I'm not sure, but this is what I'm taking right now. I take magnesium, bone and muscle health. Turmeric definitely helps. It says a dietary supplement. It helps with your muscle soreness and all of that too. So I do take that. B12, take that. It says metabolism support. And then krill oil supports heart health. These two taste good. Like this one has a sweet, like a sweet coating on it, and then this one, it says mixed berry flavor, and it definitely tastes good. These two, not so much. The turmeric is the hardest pill to swallow, even though it is a like a gel encased pill or a capsule. This one is just a tablet. It's hard to swallow, but this is what I take every single night. Well, some nights I forget, but the past few days, the past week, I've been really good about taking it, and my bowel movements are back to normal. So it's probably, you know, taking the magnesium, also upping my fiber a little bit has been helping. So I'm going to end my night, day 31, with my supplements and my water, and I will see you guys tomorrow, Thursday, day 32. All right, it is a little later in the day, a little bit after 11, but got ready this morning, had my cup of coffee, weighed in, still up a little bit, but that's okay. I'm feeling a little bloated today, so I knew before I stepped on the scale that I was gonna still be at that 2, but hopefully tomorrow it'll be better. But I had an appointment out of the house kind of earlier this morning, so I wasn't able to get much done. But when I got home, I ate some breakfast. I just had a bowl of cereal with some banana in it. Like I said, my tummy is like just a little bit, so I'm gonna take it a little easy today, but I'm just now getting to my reading. So I'm going to read my 10 pages, and then I actually have to go back out. The kids have, today is when we go to the school, pick up their schedules, pay for their like extracurriculars and all of that. So we've got to get that done, and then I'm gonna be doing my first workout after that, because I did not feel like waking up like super early this morning. So we might go on our walk. Well, we've typically been going like closer to 8, so it'll be fine. I have until 5, you know, to get my first workout done, but I am going to do it right when we get back from the school. So that's what I've got going on today, but I wanted to check in first. I'm still working on my first water. I actually need to get to drinking. My appointment took a little longer than I thought, but that's because we were very chatty. My doctor and I were very chatty this morning, so we were talking a whole lot. But anyway, I wanted to pop on, say good morning, happy Thursday. It is day 32, I believe. Sometimes I get the days mixed up, but day 32, we are almost halfway. Mark and I were talking about it on our walk last night, and I was like, when's the halfway mark? I feel like it's like the late 30s. And he was like, yeah, 38, I think. Day 38 will technically be like in the second half. So that's crazy, but loving this book so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my reading done. And then since I ate breakfast a little later, I probably won't have lunch until either right before I go to the school or right when we get back before I do my workout. I am going to do like a mixed workout today. Not the walking pad. I'm gonna do some arms, probably count the vibration plate. Not every day do I count the vibration plate. And then I also have that app that I haven't done a workout on the app in a couple days, so I'm gonna do that as well. But I will check back in with you guys in a little bit. All right, finally eating some lunch. It is 2:36 to be exact. Girls got their schedules. They're down here in the living room, like texting it to everybody. They're trying to see who's got who and what class and all the things. And apparently you guys let me know if this is a thing, but would you tell me that there's a thing going around saying 7th grade is like super hard?
Yeah, no, everybody's saying that 7th grade is the worst year ever.
The worst year ever. They asked me if I remember 7th grade, and I was like, I mean, I don't remember it being the worst year ever. So there's that. But anyway, my lunch is the last. Like, this is the last bit of rice and the Korean beef that I made last week. And then I'm gonna have some protein chips on the side. Okay, I got my workout in. Definitely a little later than I wanted, but that's okay. We just won't go for our walk until closer to 8, which has been the case the last several nights. But dinner tonight I have never made this before. It is also from Macro Friendly Foods. I know I talk about them a lot, or her a lot. I just love all of her recipes. They are so delicious and pretty easy to make as well. So I made her protein German pancake, and I am so excited to dig in. I already had some like pre-cooked bacon that you just pop in the microwave. So I've got several slices of that on the side, but I'm topping my pancake with some of this sugar-free syrup. I'm opting not to go with the whipped cream. I feel like that might be a little much tonight. And then I've got 10 blueberries and 3 strawberries that I just cut up. But breakfast for dinner, if you guys have not seen a theme, I love all breakfast foods. I do love savory as well. I've definitely had a sweet tooth here lately, so I've been going for the sweets, but I do have a couple savory breakfast items I'm going to be making soon, so very excited about that. But this is what I'm having for dinner. Okay, I feel like I haven't shown you, I don't know, my end macros and stuff lately, but just got back from our nightly walk. I'll pop up the little stat picture here, and I'm gonna try to do better. I have been not taking my gummies or Bloom, so I need to get back on track with that, because maybe that'll help regulate my system. So this is how I'm gonna end the night. I already drank all of my water. I just finished the last 8 ounces, so I went ahead and filled another little cup up, put my Bloom in there, and then I take Grunes. Well, I haven't been, but typically I take Grunes as like a little multivitamin, and then Mark's getting my supplements. But let's go to diary. I have 39 protein left and 563 calories, and that's like washed out, too bright for you guys to see, but that is how I am ending today. All right, we've made it to Friday. Is it day 33? I need to keep checking my calendar before I get on, because the days just run together. I think I'm getting something dropped off. I hope the dogs aren't about to bark. They like to let me know if anything comes to the front door. A lizard, a leaf, a person, anything. And I keep those windows like up so Maple doesn't mess with our blinds again. All right, I think I'm safe. They've been in there for a little bit and they're not barking. But I already weighed in, drank my coffee, read my 10 pages. Oh, now my cat Stitch is like, oh, you're sitting down, it's snuggle time. And then I have not gotten myself ready for the day. I'm still in my pajamas, but I did already do my first workout. Well, I had breakfast also, leftovers from dinner last night. That was a big hit. Mark actually had a business meeting, so he ate out last night with somebody. So it was just the kids and I at home, and it had 6 servings, and the kids loved it. So I knew if I didn't have one this morning, I wasn't gonna have any more. There's one more serving left, and I bet once the kids wake up, hi buddy, they're going to, there he goes. They're gonna fight over it. But I did back to my workout. I did a mashup for my workout this morning. I have a 15-pound medicine ball. And so what I did was I threw it up in the air and then did a squat. I caught it, did a squat with it. So I did 10 reps of that. Then I went into a 10-minute workout from my app. Okay, we had to move locations because 1, my battery died, and 2, I have to wait for the dogs to stop barking. I think they're done. Who knows? I even bought one of those. I think the name is Bark Shield or something like that. It's like a sonic, it's like a sad dog whistle. It does not work, at least for my dogs. It had such good reviews. Now there were a few people that they were like, yeah, no, my dog's too stubborn, it didn't work. And I figured my dogs We're too stubborn. So they're just, at least, I mean, they're not barkers outside or like when we go on walks and stuff, but in the house all the time. So if y'all have any tips, let me know. Oliver's even been, like, we even sent him to training, still barking in the house, but that's all right. That's what you sign up for, I guess, when you get dogs. Anyway, back to my workout. I did a mishmash. I have a 15-pound medicine ball, and what I did was I did 10 reps of throwing it up in the air, catching it, and immediately going into a squat, holding the ball. So I did 10 reps of that, and then I went into a 10-minute video on my app. So I did that. Then I did 10 reps again of the medicine ball. And then I got on my vibration plate for 10 minutes. Then I did 10 reps again of the medicine ball squat. So I did 3 reps total. They were just separated by 10 minutes. And then I got on the walking pad at 2.5 speed for 25 minutes. And I forgot to turn the fan on when I was doing that. So I was like super sweaty. It's real quick. I'm not sweaty anymore. I'm glistening a little bit, but not sweaty. So now I am going to get ready for the day. And then, I don't know, I'm not hungry. I might, it depends on like how long I end up taking to get ready, but we'll see if I wanna go ahead and eat lunch or not. But today on my agenda, I am leaving the house. I can't wait for the kids to go back to school when I can like get on a good schedule, because the last 2-3 weeks maybe, I feel like some things have been last minute. But I'm a planner. I like to know what I'm doing. I like to know my day and all of that. Like I utilize the heck out of my planner. So sometimes when things pop up last minute, I'm like, but anyway, I feel like the last 3 weeks, it's been a mixture of appointments and things that I know are happening, which have been a lot leading up to like the kids going back to school, as well as things that we're adding in last minute. So one thing we are adding in last minute, I originally thought today was like a chill at home day so I could just work on things and not have to worry. But last night, Mark and I were talking, and we need to get the kids' passports. And I wasn't thinking about it. Once the kids go back to school, it's gonna be harder because both parents have to be available, like with them when you're getting a passport. So I was like, is there any chance, you know, either Monday or today being Friday, where I said tomorrow, because we were talking yesterday, that you can leave work? Because obviously the passport office, I put them outside. Oh, you guys can't see the door. My dogs are also so spoiled because I just sit outside whenever they go outside, just so I can get my body moving and I'm getting, you know, the natural air and whatnot. So he's like, yo, you didn't come out with me, and he's jumping on the door. But at least I can get this video done without wasting my battery and just standing here waiting for them to stop barking. I'll go check the front porch too in a second and see what was dropped off. But I don't even remember where I was. Oh, in and out of the house, passports. So we have a couple things coming up next year. Starting like earlier in the year and then summertime, where the kids, first time ever, are going to be going out of the country. So very, very excited about that, but we need to get their passports. And once school starts back up, the office, obviously the passport office is Monday through Friday, like 8, actually I think it's 9 to 4, 9. I actually need to check on that date or the time, because if it's 9 to 4, I need Mark to come home a little earlier today than the time that we originally discussed. So anyway, we figured it'd be easier to do it over the summer, and it just kept slipping our minds. Another thing about me, if I don't have it written down, I'm going to forget. If it's not like, if I'm not looking at it and I don't see that it's happening, I'm going to forget. I'm just a forgetful person. So with that, we were discussing it last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, the kids only have 2 full days, Friday and Monday, before they go back to school. They go back on August 19th, Tuesday. And I was like, we need to get their passports done because I don't want to risk, you know, the office is also closed a lot of the time that the kids have days off of school. So long, you know, short story long, obviously. But with that, we're gonna go get the kids' passports today. And I had already gotten their pictures earlier, not earlier in the summer. It was over 6 months ago. So whenever we got their pictures done, maybe Christmas break. But I read that they have to be done within 6 months. So I have to take the kids today to go get their pictures redone. And then when Mark gets home a little earlier, we've got a hopefully it's not a mad dash, but we've got to get to the passport office to turn everything in, since he and I both have to be present, and all of that, and of course the kids have to be present as well. So we've got to get all of that done today. But anyway, catching y'all up. I don't know if you can hear him jumping. He's like, yo, I am out here by myself. He's not, he's got Maple. But I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. I'll pop up a picture. Actually, I already took a picture today. That's right, I just took it in my pajamas. Sometimes, you know, I do that. So I already took my picture today. I have that marked off. I already read my book, did my workout. So first 3 things marked off the list, but I'm officially going to get ready for the day, eat some lunch, and then I'll be out for a little bit, but I will catch back up with you guys. I'll go ahead and pop up whatever I end up eating for lunch today. I have a lean cuisine plugged into my macro, so that's most likely what I'm going to eat, unless, you know, I change my mind last minute. But I'm popping a picture what I'm having for lunch. I'm halfway done with my first, where is my water? Oh, it's over there because I was sitting down. I'm halfway done with my first water, so I need to be gulping on that, and I will pick back up with you guys. What else do I need to share? At dinner time, I guess. I'm making spaghetti. I already pulled some stuff out. I'm making spaghetti for dinner, so just a quick, easy Friday night dinner, but I will check back in with you guys at dinner time. Okay, well, I already told you guys I'm no good at filming on the weekends. It's already Saturday sort of night, not really, like it just turned 5 o'clock, but I am hungry, so I'm starting dinner. But I have to backtrack to tomorrow, or not tomorrow, to yesterday, because I think I left you guys with what I had for lunch. Like, I was chit-chatting, I was like, I'll go ahead and pop up a picture of lunch. So I'm pretty sure I already did that. For dinner, we were supposed to have what I'm making right now, but since we were going into Bernie, which is it's like 40 minutes from us, but that's where we do all of our passport stuff. Since we were going in there, of course, there's a Raising Cane's right there, and the kids love Raising Cane's. So that's what we had for dinner last night. So I'll pop that up. And then moving to today, you guys, I was actually surprised at my weigh-in being a pound lower than it was yesterday. Now, we did eat very early, so like my, what's the word? My, yeah, I guess fast. My time between meals was a lot longer than normal. My stomach was definitely growling this morning, like it was talking. So, oh, last night, I also forgot, we went for a nightly walk. I'll pop that up. And then I screenshotted my Fitness Pal. I had 103 grams of protein yesterday, and I had 397 calories remaining. So with that, I was, you know, eating a little bit more, eating, you know, fast food type of dinner. I really thought that it wasn't going to be that much of a difference today, but it was. So that was a pleasant surprise. We'll see how tomorrow is. So with that, got up, weighed myself. The only thing I had for breakfast was a yogurt and my coffee. And then I did sort of what I did yesterday without the medicine ball. Like my arms, I have to keep changing. My arms are so sore. I have to keep an eye on the time for when I can add my pasta. But yesterday I did 3 sets of 10 of the 15-pound medicine ball and a squat combo. I opted not to do that today, but I did do the vibration plate for 10 minutes, and then I did my video in the app for today was 8 minutes, so I did that, and then I did 27. Does that get me to 45? However many gets me to 45, that's what I did on the walking pad, and I just did a 2 because my legs hurt from the squats yesterday. Like, I feel my arms and my legs from yesterday today. So that was my workout, and since whenever I do like a mishmash of that, I don't like set my watch or anything like that, so I just took like a post sweaty selfie afterwards. So I've got that to share with you guys. Then I got ready for the day, very casual today, because we went out. This is the last weekend before the kids start school. So I asked them what they wanted to do, and Bryce has actually been asking to go to Topgolf for a couple weeks now. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna go this weekend. So we took them and a few of their friends to Topgolf, did that. And then when I knew that we were going to Topgolf, I planned my meals today around their hummus because it is so good. I love it. Could not eat all of it, even though I had all of it in my tracker. I did not eat all of it, but look how good it is. It's a carrot hummus, and it does come with like a pita style flatbread, but I asked for them to just double up on the veggies instead of the flatbread and the veggies. I was like, just give me all the veggies. I don't want no flatbread. So I did not eat the flatbread, just the veggies. I'm going through my pictures. And then I've actually been sitting on my bum for a while. I took Pearl, one of the things that we had left to do, sorry, I'm reaching for it, is for her to get her hair done before school starts. So that's checked off the list. Now officially all the kids are ready for back to school. But I took my book with me since I didn't read it this morning, and I read a lot. I mean, like probably 6 or 7 chapters. So I'm almost done with this because I took it with me and I just read it while she was getting her hair done. I definitely have been sitting for a while, that's for sure. So her hair, she gets it colored. So I think we were there from 1:30 to a little after 4. So, and I was reading almost the whole time. So I really thought I was gonna finish the book, but I did not. So I think that catches you up to now when I am making dinner. I will show you guys my plate when I'm making well, I think I've said this before. I call any pasta dish that I make where it's just the pasta and like marinara sauce, I just say spaghetti. The kids ask what we're having for dinner, I say spaghetti. It's just what I call it, but technically we're having rotini. So with the protein plus rotini. So we're having that with marinara sauce. I've got some meatballs in the oven, and then I need a little extra protein. So I'm actually, this is a hack if you like ricotta cheese, lasagna type of feel, you can add cottage cheese to your spaghetti and it tastes very similar to lasagna. So I'm gonna be adding some cottage cheese to my spaghetti just to up the protein and get me there. But today I am the closest I have ever been, and I'll show you guys after I eat, to the 2,000 calorie mark. Okay, dinner's done. It's 5:23. I don't know if anybody else is gonna eat this early or if it's just gonna be me, but here we go. We got my pasta. I put the cottage cheese between the pasta and the sauce just to help warm it up. And then I've got some meatballs, but I am consuming 119 grams of protein today. Awesome, but it's really bright. Can you guys see that? I only have 48 calories left for the day. So like I said, the closest I have been to 2,000 calories, which actually I think I have it set at 1998 and not 2,000. So anyway, still the closest I've ever gotten to that number. So I'm glad I'm eating a little earlier, gives my body some time to, like, you know, work it out and all of that before I weigh in tomorrow. But this is what I'm having for dinner tonight. That's rain. About maybe 15 minutes into our walk. And I check the weather every single day, because if I need to go on a walk in the morning, I'll go in the morning. It hasn't needed to happen yet. And it was like an 8% chance of rain after 7, but the sky looked fine. And we were like, okay, let's go. And then like 10 minutes, I was like, oh gosh, it looks dark over there. And it just, like, the wind started picking up and it started sprinkling, and then the downpour. But we finished. The last 5 minutes is when we started seeing like thunder and lightning, and we were like, okay, let's pick up the pace and get back to the house. But it was just raining until then. So guess first time for everything, had to walk in the rain, which, I mean, other than the wind being so hard, it was kind of like pelting me, so it hurt a little bit. But the amount that it cooled down, it was, I think it was 86 degrees plus the cold rain. It felt really good other than being pelted when the wind was picking up. But got caught in the rain, had to do our walk in the rain. But I just finished my water, took my supplement, so everything is done for today. Is today day, I don't know, 33, 34, I don't remember. But it is Saturday, so finished off Saturday, and tomorrow is Sunday. So finishing out week 5 tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, we have come to the end. I swear I'm still getting bit. I'm itchy. I'll tell you why in a second. It is the end of the night on Sunday, and of course, it being a weekend, I did not pick up the camera at all today, so I'll be popping up pictures. But I weighed in. I am officially 10 pounds down, 10.1 to be exact. I started 75 hard at 208, so we are ending week 5 with a 10-pound total weight loss, which is amazing. Got ready for the day. I had breakfast, and the picture that I took, oh my gosh, I need to like take everything off and just go stand in the shower and rinse myself off. The picture that I took of breakfast, I only ate one of those breakfast tacos. I ate one and then I was like, maybe the grease from the chorizo or something, but I was like, oh, I can't eat anymore. So what it was is a low carb tortilla. And then Mark this morning made chorizo and egg, like a scramble. And then I put sharp shredded cheddar cheese on it, as well as a little bit of salsa. So that was my breakfast. And then let me just go through. I already got ready for the day. Did my grocery shopping, back to school. You guys should have already seen that haul because that's going out first before this video. Lunch was sushi since we went to HEB. We all got sushi, and I don't get sushi every time, but I was feeling it today. So I got sushi, and then I didn't take a picture of it, but if you guys watched that grocery haul, I shared this little bag of Catalina Crunch, like a Chex Mix, not Chex, yeah, Chex Mix, like snack little baggie. It was actually pretty good, and I picked 2 bags up at, I think I picked them up at the base with my mom. I haven't even opened them yet, but one of them is cheddar and one of them is ranch. So I'm really excited now to try those. But I did have that as well. Like right when we left, Mark and I both got a little snack at the checkout at HEB because it was 2 o'clock and we still hadn't eaten lunch. And I was like, I've got to eat something, knowing I had to come home and film first before I could eat my sushi. So I did that. And then my first workout of the day, we both, actually Mark did his a little earlier, but I didn't do mine until about 3 o'clock. And I did pretty much what I did yesterday. I did my app workout, which was 9 minutes today. And then I did the vibration plate for 10 minutes. And then I did the walking pad for 26 minutes. Tomorrow, we're gonna change things up. We're gonna go on a walk in the morning because tonight's walk, I'll pop up the little, you know, picture from the stats from my Apple Watch. But I felt like I was getting eaten by bugs the whole entire walk. And it was worse like on our walk back to the house. Like there was this one area that I swear, like I still feel like, I don't know, I'm just super itchy now. Like I had to like wipe bugs off my face. I don't know, they were awful tonight. This is the first time it's ever been like that. So I just feel, oh God, I just feel like really, really itchy. So I'm gonna have to like go stand under the shower for a second, rinse myself off. But dinner, Mark made steaks, and I'm not a huge fan of steak, and we had a ton of that chorizo egg mixture left over. I don't think the kids ate any. They weren't awake by the time we were like ready to go, and so I put it up and I didn't tell them that we had that made and it was in the fridge. So tomorrow's the kids' last official day of summer because they go back to school on Tuesday, but tomorrow we're gonna do not a full run of like the school day, but I am gonna wake them up a little earlier. I'm not gonna let them sleep until noon like they have all summer. So tomorrow I will pull that out and we'll all have that for breakfast. But I ended up having one again for dinner tonight while everybody else had steak. And I did the same thing with the cheese and the salsa and all the things, but I did add a yogurt. Again, you guys can see the picture. I added a yogurt to get me, I think, over my protein actually. Hold on. I think actually I did pretty good today. I hope I'm not wrong. Let me tell you, it's loading. I had 123 grams of protein today. I was over my fat a little. Chorizo is pretty fatty. 400 calories remaining. And then I know I found, and I had 32 grams of fiber. That's the most fiber I've had. That is awesome. I feel pretty good too, other than itchy from them dang bugs. The only thing I have left to do, I read today, I did that this morning. The only thing I have left to do is drink 8 ounces of water, which I have been saving for the end of the night because I'm about to take my supplements. So I'm gonna down that with my supplements, get in the shower, and that is it for week 5 of 75 Hard. You guys, next week, is it Tuesday? Like Tuesday night, since it's like 7.5 days is the halfway point, we will officially be halfway through 75 Hard. So I'm very excited about that because like we're on the, you know, we're on the second end. So the light at the end of the tunnel, you know what I mean? I've been sore the past couple days while I'm walking. I'm like, oh my gosh, like my whole body is sore. Not like super painful, but I feel it. I'm feeling my body. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me this week. If you guys are enjoying these weekly updates, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. Next week will be a week 6. We'll see how that goes. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.